Hello students, we are starting our next chapter, that is love. Our last chapter, love. This chapter, love, is written by Guy de Maupassant. Guy de Maupassant was a 19th century French author. He is mostly remembered as a master of the short story form. He was born on 5th August 1850 in France and he died on 6th July 1993 in France. In the story by this, the narrator is reminded of a short story. The narrator is reminded of a story that was related with the duck expedition. Okay, when he went to a hunting expedition with his cousin, the story is related with that expedition. Now, the narrator is reading a newspaper, and this newspaper tragic love story is there. In that newspaper, tragic love story, this hero, you can see the boy, he chooses death over his life. When his beloved was dead, then first of all he shoots herself, then after that he shoots himself too. Okay, so in this story, this newspaper story which this narrator was reading, there he found that this hero, this boy, first of all shoots his beloved and then he shoots himself. And the same thing happened when he went for this hunting expedition with his cousin. Then same thing happened. There also this one chooses death over life when mate has gone. So both means it is a story within a story. Narrator is reading a story, and while reading the story, he is remembering, he is recalling of that story when he was young. When he was young, at that time he went for hunting expedition with his cousin, and same story means it is a story within a story. Story ke andar story is there. Now, means in both stories and is same. The survivor chooses death over life. But the difference is that the newspaper story is love between humans and the hunting expedition story is love between animals, between birds. Okay, so here we are going over next to this chapter, love. Okay, love is widely called the most powerful force in the whole world. Okay, love, we know this thing, it's a very powerful force. It can change the human being totally. Means बिल्कुल वो change कर देती है. Love is pious, pavitra hai. Okay, now here we are going to read. Now, I was born with all the instincts, narrator is saying this thing. I was born with all the instincts and senses of a primitive man, tempered by the arguments and the feelings of a civilized people. अब ना नरेटिव सेम कि जैसे प्रिमिटिव आदमी होता है वैसे मेरे इसमें एवरीथिंग वाज देयर कि मुझे कोई गुस्सा चढ़ाए मुझे आर्गुमेंट्स में मुझे भी गुस्सा आ जाता था. ओके, टेम्पर्ड बाय द आर्गुमेंट्स एंड द फीलिंग्स और फिर क्या हम खुद को सिविलाइज मानते हैं. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. दिस नरेटिव सेइंग दैट आई एम this fondly, I am very fond of, I am passionately fond of shooting of the bleeding and मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. Very shocking, fond. Then, with the blood already scattered on my mind, affects my heart as almost to make it stop. That year, now, उसका cousin था उसको invite करता है कि let us go for this hunting expedition for this duck. Now our cousin के बारे में this is telling that I was invited by one of my cousin's car, G. Robert, to go with him and shoot ducks on the marshes. Marshes में दलदल वाली जगह, marshes at daybreak. अब उसका cousin बुलाता है उसको कि चलो हम चलते हैं hunting पे shoot ducks को shoot करेंगे. Now my cousin, who was a jolly fellow of 40, now he is telling me, he is describing about his cousin. उसका cousin कैसा है? His cousin is of 40 years. उसका red hair, very stout, छोटा height का, and bearded, दाढ़ी रखी है, and country gentleman and amiable semi-brute of this happy disposition. अब now this is कि वो कैसा है उसके बारे में ये बताया है और उसका घर कैसा है. Half farmers, half chateau. Chateau means palace, situated in a broad valley through which a river ran. अब now अब वो क्या था कि वो expedition के लिए चले जाते हैं अब नाउ इट हैज बीन डिस्क्राइब कि उसकी लोकेशन कैसी है, एक रिवर पास थ्रू करते वहाँ मार्शेस हैं एंड देखो I arrived at my cousin in the evening. It was freezing hard enough to split bones. अब मैं अपने cousin के पास पहुँच गया और इतनी ठंड थी कि जैसे हड्डियाँ भी split हो जाएं. We had dinner in the large room whose sideboards, wall and ceilings were covered with stuffed birds with wings extended on the branches to which they were nailed hawks to. अब now is saying कि अब हम जिस large room में बैठे वहाँ चारों तरफ क्या था, चारों तरफ this जो wall ceilings थी they were covered with वो birds की feathers के साथ वो सारा room जो था that was decorated. My cousin who himself resembled some strange animal from a cold country. अब मेरा जो cousin था बहुत ठंड थी तो उसने सील्स की जैकेट डाली थी और वो बोला था कि हमने सारी प्रिपरेशंस कर ली है उसी रात के लिए. ओके, we were to start at 3:30 in the morning. हमें अब सुबह कब निकलना था? 3:30. So as to arrive at the place that he had chosen out, watching place at about 4:30. On that spot, a hut had been built of lumps of ice, so as to shelter us somewhat from the terrible wind which precedes daybreak. That wind which is so cold that it tears the flesh as if with a saw, cut it like a blade and pricks it like a poison sting, twist it like a pair of pins and burns it like a fire. Means it has been told that कितनी ठंड थी. Weather is being described कि ऐसा weather था. और वो बोलते हैं कि हम सुबह We have to start at 3:30. वहाँ पर एक हट बनाया था क्योंकि ठंड बहुत थी, हट बनाया था और हट इग्लू टाइप we can say, जैसे हट made of ice. अब वो कैसा था देखो, which is so cold कि वो ऐसा लगता था कि जैसे हमारी फ्लैश पूरी खराब देगा, हड्डियों को कर देगा. ठीक है. Now my cousin rubbed his मेरी cousin अपने hands rub किए. I have never known such frost. He said it is already 12 degrees below zero at 6 o'clock in the evening. Now it is he is telling about the temperature. I threw myself onto my bed immediately after we had finished our meal and went to sleep by the light of a bright fire burning in the grate. Okay, at 3 o'clock he woke me. Okay, अब 3 o'clock मुझे जाना था, 3:30 तो उसने मुझे जगा दी. In my turn, अब मैंने भी एक sheep skin की डाली जैकेट और मेरे अपने cousin को देखा था कि उसने वो bear skin की जैकेट ऑलरेडी इसने डाली थी. After having each of us swallowed 2 cups of scalding coffee, followed by brandy, liquid brandy, we started accompanied by a gamekeeper and our dogs from in parrot. Now, अब कौन-कौन जा रहा है वो? Thus, narrator, his cousin, 2 dogs and one this gamekeeper. Okay, 2 dogs के साथ अब they are going for this hunting expedition. ठीक है, वहाँ पर भी they first of all it has been described कि उसका देखिए कैसा है, cousin कैसा है, that वो किस जगह में जा रहे हैं, वो marshes place बहुत ज़्यादा वहाँ पे shooting होती है, वहाँ पे they are going. और अब देखो अब कौन कौन जा रहा है. बेसिक फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मेरे कज़न ने मुझे उठा दिया 3 o'clock और हम चल पड़े और फिर हमने क्या किया, कॉफ़ी पी, उसके बाद ब्रेडी ली थोड़ी सी और देन वी स्टार्ट एंड वी वर accompanied by 2 dogs and this gamekeeper. From the first moment that I got outside, I felt chills to the very marrow. It was one of those nights on which earth seems like to be cold. Okay, अब ये विंटर सीजन की बताएं, सीजन ऐसा लग रहा था कि धरती जो है वो बिल्कुल डेड हो गई है ठंड की वजह से, फ्रॉस्ट हो गई है. The moon which was in her last quarter and was inclining to all one side. अब मून के बारे में बताया कि एक ही साइड ऐसा लग रहा था कि मून जो है वो एक ही साइड हो गया है. She shed a cold mournful light over the world that time, and she gives us every month at the end of our respiration. अब Carl और मैंने क्या किया, Carl and I went side by side, our backs bent, our hands in our pockets and our girls under our arm. Our boots, वो पूरे packing पर हैं, our boots which were wrapped in the wool so that we might be able to walk without slipping on the frozen river. Made no sound and I looked at the white river which our dogs breathe. ये white river जो dogs सांस निकलती है. अब ये क्या बोल रहे कि हमने क्या किया, हमने अपने हैंड्स जो पॉकेट्स में डाल दिए, शूज़ डाल दिए, उसके ऊपर कॉटन रैप करी ताकि हम फिसले ना उसमें फ्रोजन रिवर में. और वो वाइट पेपर को दे रहा था डॉग्स जो उसको कर रहे थे. ओके, नाउ हियर from yes. We were soon on the edge of the marsh. अब वहाँ पर वो पहुँच गए थे किनारे में. Then what happened? And we went into one of the lanes of dry rushes which run through the slow forest. तो वहाँ पर पहुँच गए. जहाँ पर हमें shooting करनी थी. Suddenly at the turn of one of the lanes, I perceived the ice that had been constructed to shelter us. फिर वहाँ पर पहुँच गए. अब वो वहाँ पर बैठ गई जो ice that was made. I went in, and as we had nearly an hour to wait before the wandering birds moved away, I rolled myself up in my rug in order to try and get one. अब वो बोला कि 1 hour was there for the shooting, ताकि वो birds सुबह आवाज़ करते थे चलो, और उन्होंने तो जागना था, तो उन्होंने क्या सोचा तब तक इस नरेटिव सिंह ने खुद को क्या किया, खुद को मैंने क्या किया, रग में कर लिए खुद को, और खुद को so that to get warm. Then lying on my back, I began to look at the least half a moon, which had 4 holes through the very transparent walls of the school house. Now, poor house में बर्फ का बना हुआ था, वहाँ से नरेटर उस moon को देखने लगा. Okay? I began to look at the least half a moon, जिसके 4 horns हैं. But the frost of the frozen marshes, the cold of these walls, the cold from the firmament penetrated me so tightly that it began to cough. Means इतना ठंड थी, weather बहुत ज़्यादा इस chapter में it has been described. इतनी ठंड थी कि मुझे खांसी लग पड़ी है, began to cough. My cousin Carl became uneasy. Imagine वो cough लग पड़ा था, खांसी लग पड़ी उसको, cold उसको. अब it may happen that the narrator might catch cold, तो अब उसके cousin को बहुत uneasy feel हुआ. So much the worse if we do not kill much today. बहुत बुरा हुआ कि आज हम ज़्यादा नहीं kill कर सके. He said, I don't want you to catch cold, we will light the fire. And he told the gatekeeper to cut some rushes. Now, because weather is so, means बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड है, so cold is there, तो the narrator was, he started coughing. Now his cousin became tense कि अब इसको खांसी लग पड़ी, तो उसको वो बोलते कि आज बहुत बुरा होगा कि हम if we were not able to hunt much more birds, बहुत बुरा होगा. और वो बोलते कि अब मैं क्या करूँ? I don't want man each other. This narrator's cousin is saying that I don't want narrator should catch cold. तो gatekeeper को बोलते कि वो अपनी झाड़ियाँ रशीज लेकर आओ ताकि हम यहाँ पर आग जला सकें. Okay? Then we made a pile in the middle of our hut, which had a hole in the middle of the roof to let out the smoke, and when the red flames rose up to clear, the crystal poison began to melt gently, impressively, as if these stones of ice had sweated. Okay? Now, अब बीच में उन्होंने हट में वो लगा दिया फायर और एक होल रख दिया ताकि जो स्मोक हो it should be emitted out. Then what happened? अब साइड की जो स्मोक जिससे वो बना था it started melting. Now अब कार जो था वो had going outside, called out to me, come and look here. अब कार तो बाहर था, जो उसका cousin था, narrator का cousin, he was outside. अब अंदर उन्होंने fire they had made and they और जो walls थी वो से थोड़ी perspire करने लग पड़ी, ऐसा लगा कि वो sweat आ गया, उनको पसीना आ गया. But car was outside. अब कार क्या बोलता है? Come and look here. Carl, he called out the narrator to come and look himself. I went out to the hut and remained struck with astonishment. Now hut is made of snow. ठीक है, अंदर आग चल रही है, तो वो बाहर आता है और वो बहुत astonishing. She was astonished, बहुत हैरान होता है. क्यों हैरान होता है? Look here. Our hut in the shape of a pond looked like an enormous diamond in the heart of fire, which had been suddenly planted there in the midst of the frozen water of the marsh. And there inside is some two fantastic forms, those who were warming themselves at the fire. Now cousin अब उसका बाहर होता है, cousin कौन सी उनकी कम और देखो जरा वो जैसे ही वो narrator comes outside, but then what does he see? He sees कि जो हमारा हाथ है वो डायमंड की शेप है और उसके हाथ में फायर इज लाइटिंग, उसके हाथ में फायर है और वो बहुत ही सुंदर शेप थी. और बड़ी 2 फैंटास्टिक चीज़ें लिखी, वो क्या थी? जो हमारे डॉग से पायरेट एंड सेकंड एंड पाइपर वो उसके साथ बैठे हुए थे टू कीप देमसेल्फ वार्म. उसकी ठंड बहुत थी, वेरी कोल्ड वाज वेदर वाज वेरी कोल्ड, तो दे बोथ द डॉग वाज सिटिंग अराउंड द फायर टू गेट देमसेल्फ वार्म. Put out the fire, Carl said. It is getting daylight. Okay, आपको बुझाओ कार बोलते हैं क्योंकि दिन की रोशनी आ रही, दिन होने वाला है. A stream of light burst out into the night. Carl had fired and the two dogs ran forward. Okay. अब Carl ने फायर किया, डॉग्स फटाफट से बाहर आ गए. And then nearly every minute now he and now I. Okay. Okay, यहाँ this thing we have forgot. Put out the fire. Carl said it is getting daylight. Okay, अब Carl क्या बोलता है आपके उजागर दिन होने वाला है. Now, the sky was in fact beginning to grow pale and the flights of ducks made long rapid spots which were soon obliterated from the sky. Now what happened? अब दिन होने वाला है और वो birds लग पड़ते हैं चलने, ducks लग पड़ते हैं चलने और अब this car started shooting. ठीक है? कार ने एक फायर किया और दो dogs जो थे वो फटाफट आ गए. अब dogs का क्या काम था? And then nearly every minute now I aim. Now this narrator and his cousin they started shooting the ducks. और ये the birds को shoot करना start कर दिया. तो ये जो थे this two dogs उनका क्या काम था? but they were the same number. उन्होंने फटाफट जाते थे और उस bird को लेकर आ जाते थे. That was their work. And then nearly every minute now he and now I. Aim rapidly as soon as the shadow of a flying flock appeared above the rushes. Okay, and Pirate and Tom came out of breath but happy, retrieved the bleeding birds for us, whose eyes still occasionally moved and thus. Okay, अब वो जो bleeding birds था उनको वो दोनों dogs जो थे देखो went and उनको लेकर आते थे. जैसे कईयों की आँखें ऐसे खुली होती थी जो हमारी तरफ they used to see. The sun had risen and it was a bright day to produce light. अब now the sun day out of daybreak था लेकिन अब sun has risen with a blue sky and we were thinking of taking our departure when two birds with extending necks and outside feet glided rapidly over our heads. I fired. Okay. अब two birds. Look at these two birds. अब वो जाने की सोचते हैं. बस हो गया. Now we should go back. Then what happened? And we were thinking of taking our departure. तभी दो birds थे जिनकी लंबी extending necks थे, wings थे, वो हमारे ऊपर से head के ऊपर से cross हुई. Okay. Two birds. I fired. मैंने fire किया. The narrator has fired. And one of them fell almost at my feet. And what happened? Two birds were there. They were flying over their heads, and suddenly the narrator fired, and there's one bird. It fell down. Okay. One of them fell almost at my feet. It was a teal with a silver breast, and then in the blue space above me, I heard a voice, the voice of a bird. Okay. इसने क्या किया? Narrator, he shoot it, and one bird was to पाँव के पास गिरी, नजदीक तक गिरे, and then मुझे तभी blue space में आसमान में he heard a voice, and that voice was warning voice, means the voice of a bird. एक voice इसकी bird है, ये one bird है, ये गिर गया नीचे, दूसरा bird जो he is lamenting over his death, its death, okay, उसकी death के ऊपर he is lamenting. Now I heard a voice of a bird. It was a short, repeated, heart-rending lament, and the bird, the little animal who had been spared, began to turn around in the whole blue sky over our heads, looking at its dead companion, which I was holding in my hand. अब वो dead animal था, वो this bird, तो उसने उसको हाथ में पकड़े narrator ने, लेकिन जो उसका mate था वो हाँ वो वहीं पर उसका जो कंपेनियन था वो वहीं पर उसके सिर के ऊपर तो चक्कर काटने पड़ा. He was continuously lamenting for this dead bird. वो जो मर चुका था उसकी ऊपर वो बहुत रो रहा था. Then what happened? Carl was on his knees, a gun to his shoulder, watching it eagerly until it should be within his shot. You have killed the duck, he said, and the drake will not fly away. अब Carl क्या था? अब his gun to his shoulder, अब वो shoulder पे उसकी गन को बड़ा देख रहा था उसको eagerly कि वो जो दूसरा है वो उसकी सिक्की और continuously he is lamenting. तो वो क्या करता है? Narrator बोलता है तुमने duck को किया और जो drake है वो वहाँ से नहीं जाएगा. It will not fly away. Even the drake knows this thing. He is also in danger, but वो drake वहाँ से नहीं जा रहा है. Continuously he is lamenting. Then he certainly did not fly away. He turned around over our heads continuously and continued his crying. He is lamenting. Never have any blows or suffering pain you so much as that insolent appeal, as that lamentable reproach of this poor bird which was lost in space. Okay. अब ये इसकी यहीं पर उसके हेड में है, नरेटर के हेड में, तो कॉन्टिन्यूस वो वर्ड रो रहा है। नाउ नरेटर सेइंग कि कोई भी आवाज़, नो साउंड, उसने मुझे इतना ज़्यादा हार्ड को किया था टच, जो ये लेमेंटिंग वर्ड जो कर रहा था वो उसके लिए कर रहा था, विच हैज़ लॉस्ट अराउंड इन द स्पेस, जो स्पेस में चले गए उसके लिए वो रो रहा था। He said, अब वो पक्का वहाँ पर नहीं जाएगा। Occasionally he took flight under the menace of the gun. उसे ज़्यादातर गन के पास से ही वो जा रहा था। That followed. He seemed ready to continue his flight alone, but as he could not make up his mind, he soon returned to fly his own. अब वो जा रहा था वहाँ पर, पर उसको अकेले वो जा नहीं पा रहा था। Again वो वापस आ जा रहा था to this. He soon returned to find his mate, अपने mate के लिए। Leave her on the ground, Carl said to me. He will come within shot by, and he indeed come near us, careless of danger, infatuated by his animal love, by his affection. अब क्या? This Carl says, narrator, to drop this bird onto the ground. तो क्यों? क्योंकि जब वो ड्रेक आएगा तो उसके लिए आएगा तो हम उसको भी शूट कर देंगे। This thing was told by Carl. अब क्या हुआ? उसने छोड़ दिया उसको ग्राउंड में, लेफ्ट दैट दिस ड्रॉप ऑन द ग्राउंड। देन इमीडिएटली वो क्या था, दिस ड्रेक वो आता है, ठीक है, उसको डेंजर, केयरलेस ऑफ डेंजर। क्यों? ही इज इन्फेक्चुएटेड बाय दिस विद दिस डक, इन्फेक्चुएटेड बाय द एनिमल, बाय हिज अफेक्शन, जिसको हमने अभी मारा था, जिसको मैंने अभी मारा। कार्ल ने फायर किया और ऐसा लगा, Carl found, and it was if somebody had cut out the string which held the bird suspended. अब bird उसके साथ attached था, अपने duck, ड्रेक अपने duck के साथ attached था, but what happened, जैसे ही उसने शूट किया, मेरे कजिन ने शूट किया, तो ऐसा लगा कि धागा जो स्ट्रिंग था वो टूट गया। Okay, the bird suspended. I saw something distant. And I heard the noise of the fall among the rush like what it brought it to me. ऐसे लगा कि उसने शूट कर दिया तो बर्ड गिर गया और जो डॉग था वो लेकर आ गया। I put them, they were already cold, into the same bag and I returned to the Paris in the same evening. अब वो बोलते मैंने उसी बैग में डाल दिया और पेरिस चला गया। Means ये हाँ जो this story is about animals love. How it is about animals love? क्यों? अब ड्रेक को पता था कि his life is also in danger, but वो डक को छोड़ के he was not able to move. वो वापस आ गया and he was continually weeping, lamenting over the death of duck. So this story about this animals love. I hope you have understood, students. Thank you.
Yes,